Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to That's Football for the big game of the day. It's Portugal against Uruguay. It's Cavani against Ronaldo, the ex-Manchester United strikers. Got to get that in. But yeah, how are we all doing? I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's got potential to be a really good game. It's also got the potential to be a very tight game, let's be honest. Traditionally, Portugal have played a little bit negative at times, and obviously we know Uruguay can do that. But I don't think we're going to get that today. I think we've had a day of quite open games. All right, Brazil-Switzerland was a bit tight, but Uruguay drawing against South Korea, they know that they've got to go and get a result now. With Ghana beating South Korea, it gives them obviously 3 points, and Uruguay really need to start picking up some points themselves. So I think they need to play a little bit more. Uruguay have been my dark horse of this tournament, so we'll see if that comes to pass, won't we? But yeah, Portugal, obviously, it's hard to know what to get with Portugal, isn't it? Really is hard to know. Anyway, teams: Costa, Cancelo, Diaz, Pepe, Mendes, Silva, Neves, Carvalho, Bruno, Ronaldo and João Felix for Portugal. A couple of changes there. Danilo and was it Vitina who dropped out? Oh, no, it was Otavio dropped out, isn't it, because of injury. And then Roche, Coates, Godin, Jimenez at the back for Uruguay. Varela, Valverde, Vecino, Bentancur and Oliveira. And then Nunez and Cavani up top. Meaning that Suarez, Torreira are on the bench. Pellistri is on the bench from a Manchester United point of view as well. And that is how we line up with the team. So big excitement. I'm looking forward to it. I hope we're going to get a good game. How are we all feeling about it? Some people think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I've seen you in the chat. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'm being a little bit optimistic about this one, but I think we might get a good game, and I hope we do. Yeah, I think Uruguay have got to go for it a bit. Portugal, yeah, I don't think Portugal are the sort of team that's going to dominate the possession here. So I think we should get a good game. They might cancel each other out, I suppose. They may well do that, but yeah, I'm ready to go here. Let me. I've still got a bloody clock going here. There we go. That would be fine. Yes. I had a lovely tea. I had an absolutely lovely tea. It was like flatbread with a saffron rice, lamb mince, and then like a yogurt cucumber sauce, and then some sweet and sour sauce, and then some a salad with it. It was very nice. I suppose it sort of had Moroccan vibes to it. It was very nice. I've got to say, I liked it. I really did. Anyway, as promised, we are sponsored by Boohoo Man. Links in the video description just before this game kicks off. But I've got to read out our winner. Let me just go through this. It's Cyber Monday, and that means even more discounts from Boohoo Man. All you have to do is scan the QR code next to me or click the link in the description, and you get up to 40% off on hundreds of items on the Boohoo Man store. If that was not enough, when you use the code EXTRA10, you also get an additional 10% off on top of your 40%. So you could have 50% off. So I'm wearing one of their Christmas jumpers here. I'm not wearing the dress. I'm wearing one of their Boohoo Man Christmas jumpers. You can get stuff like this and loads of other stuff at Boohoo Man. 40% off for Cyber Monday, but also an extra 10% off with the code EXTRA10. Scan the QR code or go through the link in the description. Some fantastic clothing that you can get. Really, really good deals. But remember, on Black Friday, Boohoo Man also gave away an £800 voucher to one of you. You could enter and see who wins. I'm now pleased to say that winner is, drum roll please, Gabrielle Oki. Congratulations to Gabrielle. The guys at Boohoo Man will have sent you an email with your prize to make sure you keep an eye out for that. If you were not as lucky as Gabrielle but still want the chance to pick up something amazing from Boohoo Man clothes, then make sure to hit the link in the description or scan the QR code next to me. You get up to 40% off hundreds of items, plus extra 10% is available with the additional 10% off. Thanks very much to Boohoo Man for supporting the channel again, and well done to Gabrielle for winning the £800 voucher. We're ready to go. Big shout out, Boohoo Man. Don't forget the discounts and the extra 10%. £800 voucher, Gabrielle. Well done. I forgot that we were announcing that tonight. Anyway, referee's about ready to blow this off. 10% off. He's about to blow off, and we're off. There we go. Ronaldo hat tricks as LVS. We'll have to wait and see. This just says that. It's a simple message. Simple message on the Christmas jumper there. Well, look, I look at this game, and I suppose the reason that I sort of went with Uruguay as my dark horse is because I just think they've got some really good players. Like Bentancur is having a great season for Spurs. Cavani, give him a sniff, he'll score a goal, and he's done quite well at, is it Valencia he's playing for? Darwin Nunez, I really rate. Valverde, obviously fantastic player. I think defensively they're quite sound. The issue is I don't watch Uruguay, so I don't know whether they've got the rhythm or the chemistry going on. But yeah, yeah, but make sure it is that. Yeah, yeah. You don't watch it, no. Okay. Are you still Southgate out, or have you changed your opinion for this upcoming game against Wales? Says JRT. I'm always going to be Southgate out. I'll be Southgate out if we get to the quarterfinals, mate. Mark's jinxed another team here, says Jamer. Well, look, I like Portugal, so it's a win-win for me if they play well. But obviously, Ronan says it took about 6 seconds for João Felix to start flopping around like a fish out of water. Get Liao on. I would have liked to have seen Liao starting, actually. FA Cup draw. Where is the FA Cup draw? I know where the FA Cup draw is. We'll give you the FA Cup draw. Why have the BBC not got the FA Cup draw? Oh, that does surprise me, actually. I don't have the FA Cup draw. Yeah. Well, I can't help you, mate. Sorry. You should just watch what you were meant to be watching. It's the holiday season. Where am I supposed to find this FA Cup draw? Someone must have it. Oh, good shot there, but it's a shame it fell to Carvalho on the edge of the box. He has a shot, and it goes well over the bar. Right, I'm going to get this FA Cup draw on the screen as well. I won't be able to put it on your screen, but I'm going to have it lined up as well. Be something interesting to keep an eye on. It didn't start till 7:10. It's not at 7 o'clock, is it? Ronaldo's cooking, says Magician. Palestri's on the bench, yes. Suarez is on the bench as well. Oh, W says, could Australia get a point against Denmark and go through? If so, do you see them having a chance against Argentina or Poland? Well, of course they could. It's the mindset that Australia go into that game with, really. Do you go into it with the mindset of trying to get the point you need, or do you go into it with the mindset of trying to win? I suspect they'll go for the point, and I suspect that game will be quite tight. It's not been the best 5 minutes from Uruguay, has it? They've been quite defensive. Can anybody tell us anything about Uruguay? What was their qualifying record like? What's their coach like? They do play 2 up front. Alazar Neves is going to go to Barcelona. Jason says it's amazing that Cavani's fit, but even when he was at Man United, he stayed fit for Uruguay. It's going to be a yellow card here. Ben Tanker. Spurs Way says they're a bit defensive-minded. Yellow card for Foul on Ruben Diaz, who's actually stayed down. Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt. He's stamped down on the back of his ankle. He's not done it on purpose, but... Ronaldo versus Cavani. What number 7 comes out on top tonight, says Grant. Thank you very much for the super chat there. VWR7 says Uruguay were bad at the beginning of qualifying, but then they changed their manager. Ronaldo with a lovely assist to Carvalho. I'll tell you what, that would have been one of the goals of the tournament if that had gone in. Ronaldo sort of doing that to keep the ball in the air, and then Carvalho bombing it over the bar with the volley. Do you know someone called Kev Adams, says Liam? No. Uruguay beat Portugal in the round of 16 in 2018 by basically getting 2 goals on the break by Cavani, says Myron. Good interception here, Uruguay. Ah, shit pass though. Shite pass. It was Valverde who played that shit pass as well. Bruno's just had a shot. Good comment here from Matthew. He says Ronaldo's never had a reason to be more motivated than he has here. No, I know. The world's watching him. He's done the interview. He's left Manchester United. He's in the shop window. 100%. Yeah. It's all on him now. There can be no excuses. He didn't have a pre-season. He didn't play much football, but he's got his fitness up, so he should be sharp. It's about what he's got left in the tank, isn't it? There's no excuse for Ronaldo. It's deliver or not. Uruguay are always a very tough side, says Dougie, yes. We've not had a red card in the World Cup yet. I mean, is that a record? It must be a record not to have a red card. I mean, I remember in Italia 90, we had 2 red cards in the opening game. Oh, Wales goalkeeper got sent off, didn't he? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Wales. So 2 nights in a row you're going to get me saying sorry, because it's going to be saying sorry tomorrow night as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know. I don't know what the average in World Cups are. I mean, how many red cards do you normally get in a World Cup? Good play by Bruno, good interception. But I think it has been quite a tame World Cup, it feels like. Ayanda says, did anyone miss me? Forgive my tardiness. Valverde is class as king. And this is why I rate Uruguay as a team that could do well. But I've got to say, looking at those stats there, 79% possession for Portugal. This is not what I meant about Uruguay being dark horses. I didn't mean they were going to grind out shitty counter-attacking defensive football. That was not my prediction. My prediction was that they'd actually play some good football, because they've got some good players. But, yeah. Ronaldo's playing as the number 9. He's not playing attacking midfield. He just likes to drop in and get involved. Nunez, good run down the left wing. Not going to go anywhere though. Oh, he wins a corner. Well done. Interesting fact, the combined age of Ronaldo and Pepe is 130. You know, for a minute, I think you had me there, Sean. Nunez trying to get the crowd up. Mark, who should get the United number 7 now? An existing player, or would you prefer to give it to a new signing? Garav, I'd keep the United number 7 shirt vacant for a bit. Nkunku to Chelsea looks done. Good signing, says Leroy. It was pretty much known that he was going to Chelsea back in September. I think I tweeted it today, my tweet. Header straight over the bar there. From, I think it's Jimenez from the corner. Yeah, Jimenez. Mark, what would you be starting lineup be for tomorrow, says Redmen. I'd play Ramsdale, Trent, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Grealish, Rashford, Saka. Bit of a tasty game so far. Enjoying it. FA Cup draw is apparently about to take place. I'll keep an eye on that for you. Just need to make sure I've got both my chats going. Oh, Diaz and... This red, I think we might get a red card tonight, you know. Red card might happen tonight. I've got the draw on and I've got the match on. Don't worry about that. Ben Tanker needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. He was a little bit late on Neves there. We definitely don't want a red card in the first half. Imagine how shit that game would be to watch. It would be dreadful. Rodrigo and Valverde from Madrid to United. That would be my dream signing, says Johnny 2 Savages. The FA Cup draw has not started yet, by the way. And Muzz says, it's my birthday, but I don't have money for a super chat. I can get some happy birthdays, please. All right. Bloody hell, begging for happy birthdays. That's not a good look. But happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a good game. A good day. And a good game, whoever you're supporting. Good job I spotted that. Watch out for Manchester United. We're number 24 in the draw. Arsenal number 2. Chelsea number 12. Liverpool number 21. 21, 23, 24. Liverpool, Man City and Man United. Spurs number 39. My favourite number. Do you care about the FA Cup, Mark? No. I think it's a distraction this year. It has to be. There's too much football to be played in the second half of the season. I really hope that United get somebody really hard or really easy, because we don't want to be messing around. Who's this? Shaunak says, I'm listening to you while rolling up some greens. Honestly, you're great company while blazed. The balls are going in the tub. On a home draw for number 24. It's the holiday season, so whoopie-doop and clippity-clap. 14 minutes gone, we've not had a shot. Preston North End will play Huddersfield Town. Okay, now I bet both those two are well happy with that. 25. Oh, that's not Man United, it's Middlesbrough. They've done it in alphabetical order, haven't they? We'll play number 8. Brighton. Brighton, you've got to go all the way to Middlesbrough. It's a long journey. Fly. Chesterfield. They're going to play João Felix. Oh. West Brom. Imagine that if Chesterfield played João Felix. He'd get beat. What do you reckon Southgate's bedtime, says Chris? I think he goes to bed after the one show. Man City are out the draw at home against number 12, Chelsea. Oh, Man City, Chelsea in the FA Cup, third round. Charlton or Stockport, corner for Portugal. We'll play Warsaw. Hello, Mark. We think that Portugal will win. Soo, says Finley and Nicholas Sunday Football Review. You know what I love about draws? I love the two people who do the draws, who when they're pulling the balls out, they're going, oh, like they give a shit. You're being paid to be there. You won't even watch any of the games in the third round. They pull the balls out and they go, oh, Boreham Wood against Accrington Stanley. They'll be gutted by that. Oh, Tottenham Hotspur. Ooh, who could they get? Tottenham. Ooh, who've they got? Who've they got? 52. Who've they got? Portsmouth. Ooh, like you're going to bloody watch it. Derby County. Barnsley. Another free kick for Liverpool, for Portugal here. I think Man United might get Arsenal, you know. Cardiff will play Leeds United. Ronaldo is surely going to hit this. Dip it. Brentford will play number 42. West Ham, another Premier League. Ronaldo's eyeing this one up. Bournemouth. Gary O'Neill. Number 10. Burnley. Bournemouth against Burnley. Come on, Ronaldo. 13. Oh, no. He's hit the wall, Ronaldo. Coventry City will play number 46. Wrexham. Another corner for Portugal. Norwich City. Let's be having you. I love a Christmas boozed up. Blackburn Rovers. Norwich against Blackburn. Championship. Thank you, Shaunak, for letting me know. I'm not the only one who watches Goldbridge Blaze, says Jimbo. Aston Villa. Oh, this could be United. No, it's not. 55. Stevenage. 22. Is that Liverpool? Oh, home for Liverpool. No, it's Luton. We'll play 43. Wigan. Who did Liverpool get? No, they're not out yet. Arsenal, Liverpool and Man United are not out yet. Oxford will play Arsenal. It's a good result for Oxford and it's a lovely place to go to, Gooners. Get an education. Oxford, Arsenal. Fleetwood Town. Come on, United. QPR. Liverpool, home. There's Aldridge, look. Liverpool. $44. Wolves. Who predicted that? He must be ahead. Someone said Liverpool against Wolves in the chat. Grimsby Town will play Burton Albion. Portugal are dominating this game. Neves with a shot. Blackpool will play 29. Nottingham Forest. Nice ball up to Nunes. At last you admit Ronaldo has hit the wall, says Butterbean. Dagenham and Redbridge or Gillingham will play Leicester. How do you think United will do with new owners, says Finley and Nicholas Sunday Football Review. Better. Number 51. Forest Green Rovers. I'll have a bit of that. Come on. Pull out United. Hi, Mark. Happy holidays to you, says Len. Number 4. Birmingham. Forest Green Rovers would have been a great game for United. Number 9, Bristol City. We'll play number 38 for Swansea. 20 minutes gone. Portugal having loads of the ball. We're watching the FA Cup draw here. Hartlepool United will play Stoke City. Sounds really crap, that game, doesn't it? Hartlepool against Stoke. I won't get out of bed for that. Man United haven't come out yet, Mick. Hull City will play number 16, Fulham. There's not many good fixtures United could get here. We could get Newcastle. 14, Crystal Palace. Oh, you don't want them away. 35, Southampton. I'd like Shrewsbury at home. 26, Millwall. Don't want to go. Don't want Millwall. Don't want Millwall. We'll play Sheffield United. I want Shrewsbury at home. 53, Shrewsbury. I'll take them away. Oh, kiss my arse. Sunderland. Oh, there's not really a good... Sheffield Wednesday would be good. Or Reading, Incy. 60, Sheffield Wednesday. Don't want them away, really. Don't really want them away. Oh, it's 27. Newcastle get Sheffield Wednesday. Well, we don't want Everton. We don't want Everton. Oh, we're at home. Old Trafford. We're at home. We'll take anyone. We just don't want 15. We don't want 15. Give us 32. Fucking Everton. Piss off. Here's João Felix. It pisses me off. Ricky will back me up on this. It pisses me off because United never get shit in the 3rd, 4th and 5th round. Like, we always get a bloody Premier League club. Lovely ball by Bruno in there. Gets it back. If you want to win the FA Cup, you need to be getting Gillingham and Shrewsbury and Fleetwood Mac in the 3rd, 4th and 5th round. You start getting... If you're pulling Premier League clubs out in the 3rd round, quit it. There's no point. "23 minutes gone. Another super chat here. "Don't be calling out my mighty Shrewsbury Town," says the Royal Mail. I'd like to have got you. 24 minutes gone. Let's have a look at the stats. Good cross. Oh, just behind the feet of Bernardo Silva. I tell you what, Uruguay have been really, really disappointing. I hate to say it because they were my prediction for dark horses, but 75% possession when you're playing Portugal. They're just not very good, are they? They're just not doing very good. FA Cup 3rd round's been done, Alan. Hello, Alan. Hello, Alan. 3rd round's been done. Arsenal got Oxford away. Man City got Chelsea at home. And Man United got Everton at home. I forget who Liverpool got. I wish a big club drew Wrexham, says Road to Dawn. I'll swap. Never knew Fleetwood Mac played in the League 2. Did I say Fleetwood Mac? I like a bit of Fleetwood Mac. I meant Fleetwood Town. I told you I'm not very good with names. That draw was rigged. Clearly, see, she was trying to grab the 15 ball, says Reverse Clouds. Mate, was it the Europa League draw that was clearly fixed? You know, I was doing living room football the other day and I whacked 16 teams into a computer program and it generated it for me. I didn't need to pick the balls out. Liverpool got Wolves, yeah. Nishant says Portugal aren't creating very good chances. Yeah, but Uruguay don't look like they can create anything at the moment. Who did Ipswich get, says Philip? Yeah, didn't jump out, really. I think you got Swindon. Would you like to see Felix at United? I would, Nick. And is Delo injured or does Santos not rate him? He doesn't pick him, Chiri. He puts Cancelo at right back. I'd put Cancelo at left back and play Delo at right back, to be honest. It's the holiday. I'm not going to sing that again. Please subscribe, by the way. We're very close to 847,000. We're only about 20 away. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Thanks, everyone, for getting involved. 27 minutes gone here. Why break the habit of a lifetime and stop it being 0-0 at half-time? Has anyone got the stats on how many games we've had at half-time 0-0 in this World Cup, by the way? Mendes is quality. I like Mendes. I do like Mendes, but I'd like to see Delo play at right-back, so I don't really care. And let's not forget that Portugal don't play the best football in the world. Dr. H says Portugal will bundle out of this tournament purely because of the way they play. They're too scared to cross the ball. And we always watch your videos, Mark. Keep it up, says Finley and Nicholas. Sunday Football Review. Thanks, pal. Kian says it's 16 draws, 16 0-0s out of 29. I think that's old. I think it's changed a lot now. I think we've had 18 out of about 32 or something. Has anyone got? Connor says, have you got your Christmas decorations up? I haven't got them up in my house. I've got them up on the United Stand studio, but that's digitally. Has everyone? A lot of people have put them up. I went for a walk yesterday and saw a lot of people had them up. Jason says, I'm an Everton fan. You playing us gives you a buy into round 4. We're at Old Trafford. I think we should just pick our reserves, really. Like how out of 7 clubs you draw the only Premier League club that conveniently is a close neighbour. It's fixed, says Reverse Clouds. Geezer's got his up. His Christmas decorations. I don't know about anything else. And I wouldn't want to know. And I wouldn't announce it anyway. Jamie's got his tree up. He's just got to do the outside lights. Mick says Delo's on the bench, but I read it as Delo's on the beach. Oh, fucking hell, it's gone off again, look. Get it loaded up. Don't forget, we're sponsored by Boohoo Man. We've just given out an £800 voucher for somebody who won it on Friday with Boohoo Man. If you want to get 40% off, links in the video description. You can also get an extra 10% off with the code EXTRA10. Cyber Monday on the Boohoo Man website. I'm wearing one of their Christmas jumps here. They've got loads of stuff you can get your hands on. 40% off on selected items today, plus an extra 10% off with the code EXTRA10. Check it out. It's Cyber Monday. You can get massive reductions today. Christmas presents, or just treat yourself. They've got some lovely hoodies. If you're into your active stuff, got loads of stuff you can get your hands on. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Let's have a look at the league table there. Portugal would be top as it stands with 4. Ghana obviously won today. Korea got 1. Uruguay have got 2. Quite surprised by Uruguay's approach to this game, really. Are they just banking on beating Ghana in the final game? I don't think you can get... You can't bank on Portugal not getting beat by Korea either. I think Uruguay need to show a little bit more in this game. I'm disappointed. I must admit, I'll put my hands up and say, somebody did say earlier, why did you predict that Uruguay would be the dark horse of the tournament? It wasn't just me, it was Beth as well, but we didn't confer. I honestly went for Uruguay as underdogs, dark horses, whatever you want to call them, blind, because I did it off their team. I was like, defensively, they're very good. They've got Bentancur, who's playing really well for Spurs. Valverde's brilliant. And then you've got Nunez, Cavani. You know, I just fancied them to be a decent side. And also, they're South American. But they're a little bit like Mexico at the moment. Just not living up to what they should be doing. Here we go, Bentancur. Make the run, Darwin. He's made the wrong choice there, Bentancur. Oh, no! Oh, what a goal that would have been. He sent someone to the shops there. That was brilliant. That was brilliant play by Bentancur. What a run. He's gutted. And well, he might be. He's nearly scored one of the goals of the tournament. He runs from his own half. This would have been a great goal. From his own half, he's got 3 Portuguese players near him. He skins, takes 3. Oh, he deserved to score. What a save by the keeper, by the way, Costa. But that would have been one of the goals of the tournament. And he hit it right as well. He tried to go through his legs and Costa's cock saved it, I think. Sorry to be blunt, but it did. He goes through the legs of the keeper and it's his groin. What a goal that would have been. Balls of steel, says Mark Ferran. I'll tell you what, it'd be great balls of fire now because it hit him. Oh, what a goal that would have been. What a save. I'd be gutted about that. That would have been one of the goals of the tournament. Ran from his own half. What is Costa doing playing for time there? What are Portugal doing? You see the goalkeeper there? He's got the ball down in the box and he stood there just waiting. And then a Uruguay player comes and he picks it up. What's that all about after half an hour? Oh, it might liven the game up a bit now. Here's Zhao. Plays the overlap. Where's Ronaldo? Oh, he's up there now. This is the problem. Ronaldo gets drawn into the build-up play and then he's not in the box. To be fair, that's a nice ball out wide. England-Wales tomorrow night, yep, 7 o'clock. 3 o'clock games tomorrow is Group A. So it's Senegal against Ecuador. And Netherlands against Qatar at 3 o'clock. Alan Kenny says Portugal don't need to win. Happy with the draw, and if they sneak a win, they'll be delighted. You know what? I was looking at that group there. It's next to me, isn't it? So if Portugal draw, they've got 4 points, and they'd have a plus goal difference of +1. But if South Korea beat them, then they could go above Portugal. And it only needs Ghana or Uruguay to win and they'd go above Portugal. So Portugal aren't actually safe, really, yet. Mark, I went downstairs to get a tea and I came up, as you were saying, his cock saved him. What happened, says Nick P? Well, it was a great run by Bentancur from his own half. Ran to the edge of the box, took 3 Portugal players out with a brilliant turn, and then he's in one-on-one. He's tried to go through the keeper's legs, and basically it's hit Costa in the peanuts. Hussein says South Korea won't beat Portugal, mate. How many games didn't Portugal lose to Andorra? Portugal are capable of, if we've got any Portuguese people in the chat, they'll tell you Portugal are capable of losing to anybody. They are. Portugal are not safe and they're capable of losing to anyone. Portugal are like England, like on their day they can beat anyone, but they're also capable of losing to anyone. Portugal's best players on the bench, says Tumaine. Yeah, Delo. I did see that United got Everton in the FA Cup, Logan. Oh, I've been told by King Julie. King Julie says, Mark, you said you'd expect something special from Ronaldo today. Well, he's not special. Yeah, he's only had half an hour, mate. Chill out, Julie. Why are you calling yourself King Julie as well? Oh, look, Godin's not that fast. Mendes. Bruno's going to shoot from distance. He don't care about the ball. Cancelo with the cross. Ronaldo will win that header, Takes it down really well. Oh, did well there, Ronaldo. Simon says his manhood has been blunted. Well, Leao's a good player to bring on, isn't he? He can certainly make a difference. That's a foul for Uruguay. Chance to whip a cross in. Yellow card for Ruben Neves. Thoughts on Deitch for England job? Says Paramir. I don't want Deitch as England manager, but he might get it. I don't think he can play. I think next World Cup, do you want to be playing Deitch ball? He'll just get the same criticism as Southgate ultimately. Are you doing the Fury fight on Saturday, Mark? Says Leroy. I doubt it. I mean, I don't see the point. I like Fury. I like boxing. I won't pay for it. I won't. I mean, there's just if he beats him, which he will, like what do you get from it? If he loses, they'll just have another bloody replay. I don't see the point in it. No. Deitch could be the next QPR manager, says Ricky. Yes, Beale's gone to Rangers, hasn't he? Who do you want as manager, though, says Ocean. I think we've got to go foreign for the next one. I quite like the idea of Pochettino. Or, there's no English manager I'd give the job to because the only two people I'd give it to are not going to take it. Eddie Howe or Graham Potter. And they won't take it, will they? So Ender says, why is Leao not starting? I don't know, mate. Got an injury here to Mendes. Oh, Delo might be coming on. He's not happy. Oh, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Mendes. That's... That's bad news for Mendes. He knows his World Cup is over. Oh. That is sad. It's really sad. I wonder if Delo's going to come on. Oh, he's brought on fucking Raphael. Fucking hell. Why would you not just put Cancelo to left back and put Delo at right back? Bielsa for England, says the HPN. I wouldn't mind it, but they won't do it. It's Guerrero, isn't it? Rafael Guerrero. He ain't bad, but he ain't Delo either. I've got club bias. Come on, Uruguay. Whip it. Good cross. No. Uruguay are starting to have some attacks. Oh, no. They're going to lose it now. Oh, God. Just a blatant foul there by Valverde on Bruno. Should be booked for that. Is San Miguel your favourite beer, Mark? Says James. I haven't had any San Miguel for ages. Good evening, Mark. Would you take Fatty at United? Says Lewis. Of course I would. Why would we not? Some of the questions I get asked in the chat. I mean, I just have to lie. I just have to laugh because if I actually mention them, I'd just be like, yeah. Southgate versus Deitch boxing match. How does it end and what would be their tactics? Says Jonathan Mitchell. I want to try and stay awake, Jonathan, so I don't even want to think. 22 0-0 half-time scores so far, says Ronald. Surely not. I don't agree with that, Ronald. They should do a fan vote for England manager, says Thea. We can't have had 22 because it was only 16 the other day. $22 out of how many? Come on, somebody give me the stats. Is it 22 0-0 at half time? Deitch would flatten Southgate in a fight. Yeah, he would. DB says that Fatty's had 3 major knee surgeries. No thanks. So we've had 17 out of 32 games 0-0 at half time. So more than half, just over half of the games we've watched have been 0-0 at half time. I wonder what the stat is in the Premier League. Oh God, I've not even had that run in here. Sorry everyone. I wanted to, we'll have a look at the stats at half time. Still 70% possession Portugal. Halfway stage of the tournament today, says Paul. How's the game, Mark, says UK. It's a great game. Bentancur should have scored. It would have been a great goal. We won't get a 0-0. You know what? We won't get a 0-0. You want to know why we won't get a 0-0? Because there is a consistent theme to this tournament. Most games are 0-0 at half time, and then most goals are we're getting a goal around 70 minutes. There is a theme. Do I prefer the Winter World Cup, says Basil? No, I fucking don't. I don't mind this World Cup, but I'd much rather it was being played in the summer. I think Liao will come on in the second half, Keem, yeah. I agree with Daz right. He says it's not rocket science for Ronaldo. Trust your teammates and stay in the box. Could Suarez come on and score the winner? Yeah. You know, people. You know, I put the tweet out. I put 17 out of 32 games. 0-0 at half time. Check the replies. I love Twitter. It's so easy to wind people up. Oh, stop complaining. We had 6 goals this morning. Some people, it's almost like they've sponsored the World Cup, some of these fans on Twitter. You can't say anything that might be perceived as negative about this World Cup. It's like they're fucking hosting it from their living room. Some people are just absolutely obsessed with this World Cup being the best World Cup ever. And I'm sorry, it's not. We all want it to be brilliant, but it's just not. For the group stage, it's been pretty below par, I would say. Anyway, it's half time. Let's get that tweet out. We'll have a look at the stats and have a bit of a chat. Thank God we had the cup draw. Portugal need to win. Second means Brazil in the round of 16, says Ian. Yeah, there's a few people who are making out that Portugal will be happy with the draw. I don't see how they can be happy with the draw because I'll go to that in a minute. But so 70% possession at half time for Portugal. 8 shots to 4, but they've had nothing on target. I'll get back. I want you back. I want you back for good. Pause it there. Thank you. So, yeah, what does that say to me? That says match stats, but it also says that Portugal have had more of the ball and done sod all with it. This is where possession can mean nothing. Uruguay have had 30% possession, but they've had the best chance of the game. Portugal have had 70% possession. They've not even had a shot on target. So this is what I mean about possession. Possessions can be very useful, but it can be pointless. And I think in this case, it's completely pointless for Portugal. If you've got... You may as well give 70% possession to Uruguay because you've done fuck all with it. So disappointing from Portugal that, you know, they've had all of that ball. They've basically had double the passes. They've had more than double the passes. 344 passes to 149. 85% pass accuracy to 66. But it's very obvious what Portugal are doing with the ball. Side to side, backwards, forwards, 5 yards. They're not doing anything with it that's hurting Uruguay, and Uruguay are quite comfortable for them to have the ball. So Portugal need to create more, which we seem to have been saying for about 8 years. The reason they're not safe, if you just look at that league table there, Portugal have got 4 points as it stands. Ghana have got 3, Uruguay have got 2, South Korea have got 1. If it stays as a draw, Portugal are top of the group going into the final group game. But if South Korea beat Portugal, they will leapfrog them. Because look at the goal difference. It's +1 and it's -1. So they both go, even with if they beat them by 2-0, they leapfrog them. If they beat them by 1-0, they're on the level goal difference. And then I think it goes head to head. So Portugal, if they lose to South Korea, will finish below them as things stand. It only takes a Ghana or Uruguay win and Portugal are in third. So they're not safe. They're not safe at all. And also, second in the group, you play Brazil. So Portugal's incentive should be to go and win this bloody game. 70% possession. You've already got a foot down the road. You know, they've got to do better in the second half. It's not good enough. Yeah. Do a poll for which 2 will go through from this group, says Madel. Okay, I like that idea. Let's who goes through, we'll call it. Who we're going to call it who goes through. That's what we're going to call it. So let me just get this going. So Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay. You can only vote for 1 though, that's the problem. It'll still work. South Korea. Get your votes in. Let me get back there. Uruguay just going to draw all their games, says Mark Goldbridge fanboy. Yeah, but you say that. The chance for Bentancur was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was the moment of the half. He ran from his own half, gets past 3 players. He's through 1-on-1. I think he does nearly everything right. He goes to go between the keeper's legs because it's on. And, I mean, you can say it's a great save, and it always is a great save when a keeper, you know, puts himself in the way. But I don't, you know, it was very, very close to being a really, really good goal. Is Ronaldo a problem for Portugal? I've seen a lot of people saying it in the chat. You know what? I don't want to say he's a problem. I think he's a problem of his own creation in the sense that he keeps dropping deep. He was doing this with Manchester United. Possession is 9/10 of the law, says Butterbean. Ronaldo was doing this for Manchester United. He kept dropping deep out of frustration to get involved in the build-up play. But Ronaldo's never been a creative like that. And he does it for Portugal as well. It's like he gets frustrated, so he drops to get involved in the play to make himself feel part of it. When actually, he should just be playing on the last man and trusting his teammates to put the ball in. I don't understand why Ronaldo doesn't do that, because what happens a lot, and it was happening at Manchester United, he drops, he gets the ball, he passes it out to the fullback looks up to put a cross in, but Ronaldo, the guy they want to cross to, has just played them the pass, and he's 20 metres off where he needs to be. So I think Ronaldo creates his own problems by not by dropping deep. But the other thing I would say as well is that the way Portugal play, who do you think suits their system better? Rafael Leao or Ronaldo? And I think Leao does, because I think they want to hit that ball in behind with a bit of pace. They've got no pace in that team at all. Portugal's problem is they've got no pace. They've got no ball in behind. João Felix ain't fast, Bernardo Silva ain't fast, Bruno ain't fast, and Ronaldo ain't fast. So they're very easy to defend against. I mean, they opened Ghana up when Leao came on, didn't they? So Benzema drops deep. Yeah, but Ethan, what are we doing? What are we doing? Haaland drops deep sometimes. Because Benzema drops deep doesn't mean it works for Ronaldo. It's like saying, you know, I drove to work in my Fiesta this morning and left my Peugeot on the drive. What does that fucking mean? Like, you're driving a different car. Benzema's quite quick as well. Look, at the end of the day, I think Portugal are too static up front. And I don't think it's just Ronaldo. I think you could have Ronaldo, like T. Dwar says there, you could remove Felix and not Ronaldo. Yeah, put Leao on the left. I don't think it's exclusively Ronaldo's problem. I just think they've got no pace. And, Ronaldo had half a chance here. It was a good take, and he just couldn't get to it quick enough. Varela sort of pulled at him a bit. But they've got no pace. And I think it's a problem for Portugal, to be honest with you. Since 16-17 Premier League season, 29.4% of games have ended 0-0. That's quite a lot, Sebastian. I've never really thought about how many games finished 0-0, to be honest. Boohoo Man are sponsoring this stream. You can get 40% off for Cyber Monday by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code there. You can also get an extra 10% exclusively off with this channel by using the code EXTRA10. I'm wearing one of their Christmas jumpers here. It says it's coming home, and lots of Boohoo Man clothing could be coming home to you. See what I did there? With up to 50% off by using the code EXTRA10 for 10% on top of the 40% they've got across their website for Cyber Monday. Check it out through the link in the description or scan the QR code. Christmas is coming. You might want to kit yourself out with some stuff. You might want to get some Christmas presents that are cheap for other people, and they'll go, "That's really nice," and you'll go, "Yeah, I got half price off." Chiri says, gun to your head, you have to pick one of Santos, Martinez or Southgate to manage United. Oh my shite. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. What if I don't pick anyone? Is someone going to fire it? We do Everton. What do you think? Says Ivan. We drew Everton. Yeah. I just don't think... I think a lot of clubs are in our position, actually. I don't think it's exclusive to Manchester United. Manchester United are going to be playing 3 games a week from January to May. Do I want to be playing FA Cup games in the third round against Premier League teams? I think we need to just, play the reserves and see what happens. I don't think you can. I don't think you can try. Man United fan 25 says, "Why is Bruno not playing?" But on the poll, it didn't really work, does it? Because we said who goes through. 72% said Portugal, 15% said Ghana, 10% said Uruguay, and 3% said South Korea. So from that, it's very strong that Portugal will go through with Ghana probably going through as well. Fucking wire getting in my fucking feet again. Do it. Do one. Do you think it was a great save by Costa? I actually am going to blame the ball. But because it hit him in the balls. No, I am going to blame the ball. If you watch Bentancur as he goes through one-on-one, he goes to hit it low between the keeper's legs. And again, it's gone and got some helium in it, hasn't it? That ball's like a fucking balloon. I'm convinced. I reckon the referee puts the ball down on the centre circle and holds it there so they kick. I think if you left that World Cup ball on the ground, it would naturally start rising. It's like a bloody balloon. Ken says it was a bad finish. I don't think it was. I think he tried to go through his legs and the bloody ball started moving up again. You look at the way he hits it. I don't think he's trying to kick it at the keeper's nuts. I think he's trying to go through his legs. I think that ball has got helium in it. I really do. And I think Costa's got balls of steel because he never even flinched. I'd have been down on the floor crying. I'd have been like this. "Oh, I've made a great save. Sub me. Sub me. Sub me. Get me in an ice bath. Give me man of the match." Ghana versus Uruguay should be heated, says Ati. And Renate is saying, is everyone excited for tomorrow? Yeah, this time tomorrow it's England, Wales. I mean, England are going to qualify. This stupid goal difference thing. This goal difference thing benefits England massively, but I do think it's a bit silly. I do. Joshua, thank you very much. Surely that is the evidence. If a keeper feels nothing from being hit in the balls, it must be super light, says Gary. Yes, Gary. Gary's right. I don't know when you were at school. It depends how old you are. When I was at school, we used to play football in the playground, right? And they'd give us a football to play with. And it was always, you can still buy them. They're called, I think it says shoot on it. You can get them in red, yellow, blue. They're basically plastic footballs, right? And on a windy day, if you shoot the ball, it was a shitter being in goal. You'd be in goal in the playground, someone would shoot, and on a windy day, it would always go in the air. It would literally be like that. As it came towards you, it'd be like that way, up way, that way. That way. It was called I can't remember, I think they were called shoot balls, yeah. And the great thing about them was, you could put your face on the concrete like that and say to somebody, "Kick the ball at me in my face," and they could point blank smack it in your face, and it was like a breath of fresh air. Just it didn't never hurt you. You could get blasted on the head, on the arse, on the knee, in the nuts, and you'd be like, and I think that's what that ball's like. I think it is. I think old Costa's been hitting the nuts, and he's gone, "Do it again. I quite liked it." Flyaway balls, floaters, yeah. Called a flyaway, yeah. You couldn't get the ball down and the quality of football was like fucking I don't know, Burnley. I think that's what they train with under Dyche. Yeah, you couldn't get that ball down on the floor and pass, could you? Keep the ball on the ground. You're having a laugh. It's allergic to the ground. It just boot it and it was all over the place. You couldn't dribble with it. I hated playing football with them. Absolutely hated it. They're called blowaways in Ireland, yeah. I can't remember what we used to call them, but I know it had shoot on the front. Yeah, you can't beat a Mitre Delta. Get one of them in the face and you know about it, but you felt like you were playing football. Get one in the nuts, that was your playtime over. You're never going to go to the nurse though, were you? God. I told this story before. I remember having a trial for was it Peterborough or Northampton? I think it was one of the two. I had trials for quite a few teams, and I had a try. I think it was Northampton, and I was playing at centre back, which wasn't really my position, but they play you out of position in trials anyway. So I got put at centre back. I had a good start. I was playing against when you go to a trial. What normally happens is they get some of the academy to come down. So it's not 22 trialists. It's normally 12 trialists and 12 players from the academy, and they mix them up. So I was playing defence, and they had their academy striker playing against me. A couple of long balls came forward, and I won them both. And I wasn't, he was a lot bigger than me, so I was quite proud of myself. I was like, Vidic didn't play in them days, but I was like prime Steve Bruce. And a couple of minutes later, right back twat. Didn't have a fucking clue how to play at right back. He's wandered up front for a bloody chat. Cross comes over. Left back, right centre back. Left winger's unmarked. He takes a touch. He's just about to shoot. Goldbridge comes flying through the air to block it. Legs are spread. Bang! Straight in my nuts. That was me finished. I was like, I looked at the side. My stepdad was there, and I went like that. And he was like, "I've driven an hour to get here. You carry on." I was like, "I don't want to play football anymore. You've got to get through the pain." I said, there's no pain. No. If this was my deathbed, I wouldn't fight it. The pain is too much. Varron says, "Mark, don't be overconfident. England might lose." We can't. England can't not qualify, mate. Like, I don't know whether you've looked at the group, but England can't not qualify. We've got a goal difference of +4. We can't not qualify. If we lose to Wales 1-0, Wales go home because they'd have 4 points, but our goal difference is better. There's no way we can't go through. Because Iran and United States, only one of them can finish above us, and Wales need to score 4 goals. So there's just no way we can't go through. It's a strange situation where England. Well, no, it's not just England's fault. It's a strange situation where goal difference is ahead of head to head, but. Yeah, we're not going to lose 4-0 to Wales, are we? Come on. I think we could play 10 times against Wales and they wouldn't score 4 goals. Heavens, Ronaldo's still not swallowing that thing in his throat. At least spit it out then, says Ayanda. Anyway, we're up and running for the second half here. And We're waiting for Ronaldo's goal. Apparently he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. He still thinks he can do it at the highest level. Do you think he's shown in this World Cup he can? Has he put too much pressure on himself? Bernardo Silva puts the cross in, headed away. Cavani, oh, terrible, terrible. Well, let's see if Portugal can get a shot on goal in this second half. Get a red card and Wales will run riot. Wales can't score 4 goals. If we, mate, there's no way it's going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. I don't even want to be clipped on this because it will be a waste of your clipping ability. Effectively, if England got a red card, we would park the bus even more. You won't score 4 goals against England. It won't happen. You're not bloody Brentford. Neves has gone down injured here. You might get a draw tomorrow. I'll give Wales some respect. You might get a draw tomorrow because Southgate might play for a draw. I don't know what happened to Ruben Neves here. I think he just got a jolt. Uruguay are really chucking in some fouls though, aren't they? Mark, have you seen the Charlie Sheen clip of his roaring speech to the Welsh squad? They're all trying not to laugh. They don't even believe in it, says Nick P. Well, that Charlie Sheen speech is fantastic. He's a legend, he is. But if the players don't get what he's on about... We don't do 0-0s, says Yak. Yeah, we don't want to do a 0-0. To be honest, this was probably the game I thought could be a 0-0, but I don't think it will be. I hope Neves is not injured here because it was a bit innocuous. He just sort of got banged from the side, and I think it's hurt his standing leg. Should have been a yellow, says Dougie. Yeah, I think it was just a bit of a jolt. It's not Charlie Sheen anyway, it's Michael Sheen, isn't it? Damned United, what a film that is. One of the best football films there is. The Damned United. He played Brian Clough. I want you to get all your trophies and put them in that bag. Because you did it by cheating. And we won't be doing it like that. What did he last? 44 days at Leeds. Adding bridge to everything is funny, says Mel. I want Portugal to win, says Abdullah. But Uruguay is a national team version of Atletico Madrid. Very physical and defensive. They are. I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed for predicting Uruguay would be the dark horse of the tournament. I mean, they might be. They might grind it out. But they're going to get beat by Brazil if they don't fit. Oh, we've got a streaker. I think he had a flag of some sort. And it was either South Africa or... No, it's not. It's a rainbow flag. It's a political protest. I don't think it was a streaker. It was a political protest of human rights, I suppose. Well, it won't be Harry Kane because he doesn't want the yellow card. I want Portugal to win. Yeah. Abdullah was saying that Atletico Madrid are... Here we go. 3v2. Portugal. Come on. Into João Felix. They've got him. They've got it. And he's hit the side netting. Probably their best chance of the game. Still no shot on target. You're going to get subbed now, mate. If that's Leao, it's 1-0. He's gone for the near post glitch. Oh, it's a terrible shot. Really is. Yeah, Uruguay are a lot like Atletico Madrid, you're right. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because Godin and Jimenez used to be stalwarts of that style of football. Has any other of them played for Atletico Madrid? I always think Cavani would have been a good Atletico Madrid player. Colin says, rest in peace, the pitch invader. Yeah, well, to be fair, that's you can mock it, but that's somebody making a stand for what they believe in, isn't it? And that's what I was on about these bloody armbands that the players were moaning about but didn't want to wear because they didn't want to get a yellow card. And you've got someone who's just ran on there, and God knows what's going to happen to them now. Suarez is warming up. I think Leao will be warming up soon as well. Baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark. I'm talking about Luis Suarez. If you don't get it, come on, you're better than that. I was gonna do dun 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 dun. Luis Suarez, the shark. If he scores, I'm singing Baby Shark. Goal! Goal for Portugal! I told ya! 1-0. I think Ronaldo's claiming it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for my Sue. I was too interested with Baby Shark. Well, the game needs a goal. It needs a goal. He's claiming it. He's claiming it. He says, I don't know. He's claiming it. 9 goals in 19 World Cup games. He doesn't look convinced. He's onside. He's on. He's definitely on. So it's a goal. I don't know whether he gets a touch on it, you know. I think it might be Bruno's goal. Oh, he'll claim it. He'll definitely claim it. Bruno with the cross. Oh, I think that's Bruno's goal, you know. It doesn't look like he touches it. Oh, you can't tell. He'll claim that. Look at him. John Terry, I've got my kit on. Well, Ronaldo's claiming it. Oh, I don't think he touches it. I think it's Bruno's goal. Wow, I can't knock Ronaldo for that, because how many times have you done that on a playtime? Oh, there's no VAR on the playground. I got the touch, it's mine. That's a hat trick. I used to do it all the time. Didn't score enough goals. Is Sue's dress on or off, says Joshua? I mean, he's lucky he's onside. It's only because that Uruguay right back's a prat. I mean, that defensive line of Uruguay is good, but he would have been offside if it wasn't for the right back. But you know, the funny thing is, if Ronaldo had been offside, I don't think he touched it. I think the goal would have been given to Bruno. That's the best analysis I can give. I think if Ronaldo had been offside and they checked it on VAR, they'd have given the goal, because I don't think you can conclude that Ronaldo touches it. So there you go. Well, we should get a good net game now. 35 minutes to go. It needed a goal. I don't think Ronaldo's injured here. I think he just wanted the free kick. Oh, he might be. Fucking hell, that would hurt. He's gone to shoot and he's kicked the back of a foot. No, Ronaldo's definitely onside. We don't need to see the bloody offside onside. He's miles on. I want to know if he touches the ball. Here we go. He doesn't touch that. He doesn't touch that. That's Bruno's goal. Brilliant world-class finish, says Jonathan Mitchell. Bruno got the assist, says Giovanni. I think Bruno got the goal, mate. Similar to Kudos' goal, it's a slight touch, says Ayanda. Well, we've just seen it there. I think there's about... How big is that? It must be about 6 inches off the ball. You can see the gap. It's about that, 6 inches. Oh, Cavani. Oh, I've got no problem with Ronaldo claiming it. Fucking hell, come on. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. There is absolutely no way you're not claiming that. You're a bunch of my farts don't smell. So, you know, if you're at Tesco and you give them a 20 quid and they give you, if you're at Tesco and you give 10 quid and it costs 8 quid and they give you change for 20, you're going to tell them? Actually, probably will, but it's not the same as that at all. I regret it. I'm claiming that goal, 100%. I'm 100%. Ronaldo deserves 10 out of 10 and an Oscar because I'd do exactly the same. He knows he's not touched it and then he's ran off going, yes, I have. He's even risked the goal being chalked off as offside to claim it. Hate to pick wounds. That's a goal made in Manchester, says Nihal. Opinion on I'm a Celebrity, says Barry. I'd have to watch it. I don't watch it, mate. I hope all these media and pundits protesting against Qatar continue this in the next World Cup in USA to protest against the lack of reproductive rights, racism and LGBT rights in the US, says Akshay. Okay, well, Akshay, can that be your last one, please? Because we've not had any of these chats on the show and I don't really want to have these chats because we're trying to watch football, please. I think it's Bruno's goal, but I don't blame Ronaldo for claiming it because that's what a striker does. Now, can Uruguay get back into this game? It'll make it a better game now. Matthias says it wouldn't have gone in without him. Oh, we've got Ronaldo FC in the chat now. It was Ronaldo's goal. Everybody just say it was Ronaldo's goal because once Ronaldo FC's here, we don't want to upset them. I've got to praise the shithousery though. I would have claimed it, definitely. What the shithousery I loved. What I loved about that goal the most is that Ronaldo actually thought he might be offside and still claimed it. He knows 100%. You know you haven't touched it, and 100% you know it's a legitimate goal if you haven't touched it, and he still claims it, knowing that it could be given offside and cost them the win. That's what you do as a striker. You've got to be selfish. You don't need to chase records when you're claiming goals like that. The head of God, says RJ. Here he is, babe. He's even wearing blue. Baby shark, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, baby shark. I don't think Bruno Fernandes will give a shit about Ronaldo scoring it, really. Well, he might do, actually. Bruno likes his stats as well. He might. I'll tell you what, if we keep moaning about it, I'm going to claim it in a minute. Palestri's going to come on as well. How's that for washed? How well have our other strikers done at the World Cup? Martial at home, Rashford off the beach. Ooh, says YKFRM. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Uruguay do here. Oh, it's a handball, Nunez. So Palestri's going to come on. Can't even get a game for Manchester United. Godin's coming off. Maybe brushed his hair, so he thought it's his, says Blam. BBC have given it to Cristiano Ronaldo with the Bruno Fernandes assist. Update from BBC. Good luck to the FIFA official who has to go into the changing room to tell Cristiano Ronaldo he hasn't scored that. Bruno Fernandes has been credited with it. There you go. It was quite inconclusive, but I think when you see it back from one angle, you can clearly see there's no touch. Interesting bit of transfer news here. Some of you might know who he is. Molde striker Fofana. Apparently Brighton are trying to do a deal for him. He's meant to be. I actually thought he'd end up going to Salzburg or someone like that. It'd be a very good signing for them if they do it. Oh, just laughing. I've liked something on my Twitter. If you look at my likes on Twitter, I've just liked a little video, and it'll make you laugh in relation to Ronaldo claiming the goal. Very good, very good. I love banter. Why is there even a debate? It did not touch Ronaldo. It's so obvious, says Sage. I can't knock Ronaldo for not... it has been given to Bruno now officially. I can't knock Ronaldo for not for trying to claim it, by the way. We all would. We all would. We'd all try and claim it. Anyway, we've got a good game on our hand now. Anyway, we've got about half an hour to go. Uruguay. I've got to go for it now because... They'll basically be going out, won't they? Portugal will have 6 points. Last game against Ghana. No. Last game against Korea. Probably play their reserves. Palestri, good cross. Oh, get the ball to Palestri. Get the ball to Palestri. He actually looks good. Fucking hell. His best player for Uruguay has only been on a minute. Have some of that. Fucking love that. Get it wide. Get it wide. Go on wide again. Here he goes. Palestri. What's he going to do? Oh, he could have took a penalty there. I'd have dived here. Take the dive. Look, leaves his foot. There, take the dive. Uruguay's man of the match. He's only been on a couple of minutes. No goal, Ronaldo. They're still showing it. I tell you what, we've had more replays of whether Ronaldo scored or not than we have clear, big decision offsides. The power of Ronaldo. Hi, Mark. Remember this same thing happened 2 seasons ago against Everton between Bruno and Rashford, says Isaac. I vaguely do. It doesn't come to mind, but I vaguely do. Come on, Wales tomorrow, says KS. If I was Welsh tomorrow night, I'd go to bed early. Stay up late tonight, like you do on Christmas Eve. And then, take the sheep for a walk, get really tired, and then go to bed early. Get yourself asleep by 7 o'clock, because I'm telling you, by 9 o'clock, you're going to be fed up. I feel sorry for the Welsh. Either way, you're going to be disappointed. A draw, you're out. A win, you're out. And get battered, you're out. Like, this goal difference has killed you, I'm afraid. I'm actually on the Welsh side. Even as an Englishman, I'm like, how can Wales go out if they beat England 1-0? How does goal difference work? I think it's really unfair, but... I mean, Wales are fucked. They can't do it. I think they can do it if... I think their best hope is win 1-0, get to 4 points, and then hope that United States and Iran draw. And then they'd have a better goal difference than Iran. I think that's the best chance of Wales doing it. Win 1-0 and hope that Iran and USA draw. and then they will go through on goal difference. Yeah, if Wales win and Iran draw, they go through. But if USA win and Wales win, Wales go home. Yeah. But England, we're through because we battered Iran. Michael Talbot says the Premier League is goal difference, so what's the problem? Yeah, last time I checked the Premier League, Michael, and for the last 30 years, it's never been a knockout tournament. It's always been a league. So over 38 games, I think goal difference is pretty fair over 38 games. When you're playing 3 fucking league games, I think you should have head-to-head. Kiefer Moore for Golden Boot still, says Cobby. Well, if he gets Golden Boot, maybe he will go through because you need about 5 goals tomorrow. Liao is coming on for Ruben Neves. Zin says that bookies are saying it was Ronaldo's goal. I think we've got to go with FIFA, mate. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 850,000. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with That's Football. You're all very welcome. Thoroughly enjoyed the first 8 days of this World Cup, especially in some of the shitter games. The chats we've had have been really good. You know, brushing your teeth with warm water. That was a classic. Make sure you subscribe and get involved because some of these games will be shit. And Liao's in again here. Straight away. He needs to pass. He needs to learn to pass, yes. Piers Morgan tweeted, boom Ronaldo, says Chris. You sure it was boom Ronaldo? Might have been something else. I don't think it was boom Ronaldo. I think it was something else. Nice ball. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Oh, he's let it go. It's end to end at the moment. This will suit Portugal with Leao. Here's Ronaldo. He wants a penalty. Ooh, I tell you what. Referee might want to have a look at that. Live score, have Bruno goal scorer, says Connor. FIFA have officially given it to Bruno, by the way. All right, here's Palestri. Give him the ball. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Nice ball back. Palestri. Cross. Make a run, Nunez. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get the ball to Palestri. I reckon that might have been a penalty on Ronaldo. We haven't seen it back. We won't see a replay till next week. They'll show us the goal again. You shouldn't claim a goal you didn't score, says Barama. Oh, I would. Here he comes, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark, bum ba bum ba bum, baby shark. Suarez is coming on. Would you swap Rashford for Leao, says Andrew? No. I've got a rule. I won't swap a good United player for a better other player because I'm loyal. That's what these United players don't realise. We're loyal to our players. As long as they show that they're talented. Nunez tries to go in the box. You won't get a penalty with this, ref. I hope Wales expose Southgate tactics, says Stewart. That's all I've got to say. Snooker, Loopy, that's our way, 'cause we're Snooper, Loopy. Suarez is on for Nunez. Oh no. Cavani's on. Cavani and Nunez are off. Gomez and Suarez are on. Suarez should be Daddy Shark. I've not got my tartan. Well, it's sort of his tartan. It's a different. I keep getting sent pajamas now by outlets specialising in tartan. $20 minutes to go. Uruguay need a point here. United agrees with me. Head-to-head is the fairest. Yeah, no 10 o'clock stream tomorrow or 1 o'clock. I'll be sad. I'm sad that we've not got 4 games a day now. Who's going to miss it? I've always been like this. It's since I was a kid. I start to get sad when people go home from the World Cup. I like the group stage. I like it when everybody's part of it. I don't like it when teams start going home. It's like when you're on holiday and you meet a friend and then, they go home a few days before you. And you're like, oh, I know I'm still on holiday, but then you just go make a new friend. I am talking about when I was like 19 in Magaluf. And friend means friend. We were friends. We spoke. Anyway, let's move on. Leaf says, it's a bit controversial. I would never steal a goal from a teammate. Remember, football is a team game. Oh, mate, I used to all the time. All the time. Do you ever used to play World Cup? So, World Cup, if you've never played it, go and play it tomorrow. Play it at dinner time. Even if you work in an office, right? You just need a goal. Somebody goes in goal. Ideally, the ideal numbers to play World Cup is 6. One person goes in goal, kicks it out. 5 of you, pick a team. You can be England, Wales, whatever. It's 1-on-1. He kicks it out. If you score, you go through. And then there's 4 left. Score, 3 left. Score, 2 left. 3 behind the goal. There's 2 of you left. Whoever scores goes through. Oh, he's at the post. He's at the post there. Gomez. And whoever scores out of the 2, he goes through. And the last one's out. And then the 4 come back on. And then you do it again and again and again. I used to just hang around the goal and I'd claim everything. Claim everything. Someone would shoot from 30 yards, it'd go nowhere near me, and I'd go, it hit me, it hit my head, it hit me. And most of the time I'd get overruled, but sometimes they'd go, you know what, he did, and you'd go through. It's got different names, Wembley, Cuppy, we used to call it World Cup. Do you like being a dad? What's your advice for all fathers out there? Thanks, Mark. You're a true gent. Really enjoying the stream, says James. I love it. I love being a parent because I always wanted to have kids, even when I was a kid. So yeah, I do enjoy it. It's a learning process. It's hard work, but it is rewarding. $15 minutes to go. Uruguay have hit the post. Can they find an equaliser here? Or are we going to get a typical Portugal? I mean, Portugal have probably been the better side. Probably. But they don't concede many. This game's going to have a wild ending, says Dougie. I can't believe that we had 6 goals in the 10 o'clock game. 5 goals in the 1 o'clock game. I do the 3 o'clock game with Brazil 1-0. And they do the 7 o'clock game 1-0. It just proves the best game on paper isn't always the best game for goals. Michelle Felix has been booked for a foul on Baby Shark. It was a foul, to be fair. Where is Suarez now? Is he back in Uruguay? I mean, as much as I don't like Suarez, and I really don't like Suarez because of the Everett incident, as a footballer, he was very good at Liverpool. Annoyingly good. He's good at Ajax as well, wasn't he? Mark, this Palestri kid looks like someone we should sign coming off the bench strong, says Michael. I can't believe he's not had any game time for United. You know, you look at Alanga, and I like Alanga, but I've seen more in Palestri in 10 minutes than we've seen in Alanga for months. Goal! No, he's side netting. Suarez. Wow, they should have equalised here. Crazy, says Josh. I've been out working in the van last 2 days, missed all the games with loads of goals. I come home to watch the games and I see the crappy 1-0 game, says Josh. Yeah, Suarez should have scored there. That is a chance. Drops to him perfectly on his left foot. He's about 2 yards out. And he's put it into the side netting. I think when you take into account the chances, Bentancur and Suarez, they've had the two best chances of the game. And I tell you what, he's been brilliant for Spurs this season. And he's been brilliant in this game. I think Bentancur's been fantastic. Nice ball. Why is he... Oh, great save by Costa. Why didn't he shoot? Mate, why didn't you shoot? Why are you trying to pass? Lovely slide rule pass. I don't know why he doesn't shoot. That cross is never on. I'll tell you what, I've got a good last 12 minutes now. Maybe we'll see more of Palestri with the fixture congestion coming up to Stuart Walker. I think he's going on loan, mate. I think he's going to go on loan. There'll be another goal in this game. It's too open. I mean, we've had 11 shots for Portugal and 9 shots for Uruguay, 2 each on target. So forget the possession. It's actually been quite an equal game. I don't think it's one of those games when you can say that Portugal deserved the win. I don't think they do. I think it's been a very equal game. Portugal have had more of the ball. I'll agree with that. Danielle says, Bruno, man of the match. Is Palestri? Oh no, he's not won it. I'd take Ronaldo off now. What's the point? I'd take Ronaldo off. 10 minutes to go. He's 37. You need to press the Uruguay defence so they can't just keep having attack after attack. Here's Palestri. Well done. Nice little ball. Come on. Come on. Cross comes in. Suarez. Oh, what a bit of defending that was. Magnificent by Cancelo. I thought Suarez was on it. Watch this. It's a lovely cross. Clears Diaz. Cancelo. Probably he should get a foul for that. He should get a foul for that. I don't think Portugal deserve to win. I think a draw is a fair result, but you don't always get that. Anyway, there's plenty of time. 10 minutes. Juventus board has resigned. Nedved has left with Ageni, says Connor. Why? What's going on? 3 subs for Portugal. Last thing before spend all my pocket money. Reaction FA Cup. I'm a Chelsea fan and I hate that we've got City again. Josh, I like Potter and I think you need to be patient, but I do worry that he's got a lot of things going against him. He don't seem to be able to catch a break. He's got to get players in... He's got to get players in January. Ronaldo's going off. Portugal are getting the bus out. How much do you bet Ronaldo gets man of the match? £100 even. £100. Because it's voted for by the fans. Yeah, he definitely doesn't touch that ball. The fact that he claims... Look at it. I love how he loves it. The acting... He needs to get a job in Hollyoaks when he leaves Ronaldo because he's got it down to a T. I recognise myself in Ronaldo. Not in quality, but just in that whole... I'm going to claim it. And the great thing about the playground is, who's going to tell you didn't touch it? I did. I touched it at the end. It's my goal. Can't go to VAR. Surely we're going to get another goal, whether it's Portugal or it's Uruguay. I can't see it finishing 1-0. Lovely play by Leao. Shoots wide. I believe in him too, but we have in the same boat as United where it's building progress, says Josh. Yeah, I've been observing a bit of Chelsea, and I think there are some fans that have turned against him, maybe even before he got the job. Which I understand. United are going through this at the moment. Some people want like a Dubai ownership model. Some people want a fan and a responsible ownership model. And either way it goes, there's going to be some fans who are happy and some who aren't. And I think with Potter, I think some Chelsea fans are happy with it, and some never wanted a manager like that. Well, doesn't look like my dark horse is going to achieve anything in this World Cup. Uruguay. I've jinxed you. It's a shame because I do think Uruguay have got some good players, but the only one that's really stood out to me is the Spurs lad. Stuart says Leao's first touch is shocking. He's only got pace. Oh, that's a terrible touch. Five minutes of normal time. You never know what you're going to get as added time. Uruguay have had the chances. Hopefully Leao has a terrible World Cup, so nobody wants to buy him and he signs a renewal, says Ronan, who's a Milan fan. And do you think United will buy a new striker in January? Marcus did a video on the United stand this afternoon. 100% we're getting a striker in January. Of what quality or price, I don't know, but we will 100% buy in January, yeah. Foul on Palestri there, gets sandwiched. I think Palestri's done well since he came on. You can definitely see a player there. I mean, look, maybe I think I can sort of see Palestri's problem. He's very small. You know what? It sounds stupid, but I could see Palestri working for Pep. Oh, you don't do that, mate. Valverde tries a shot from 35 yards. Not with that ball, mate. You've just given him a free goal kick. It won't work. You can't do that with that ball. It's a waste, K-Dot. You're right. It might work for Real Madrid with the balls you use there, but not in this World Cup, mate. You can't shoot from there. Yeah, I really do think Palestri would work well under Pep because he's one of the few players in the Premier League who can get. Look at Bernardo Silva. He can get utilise smaller players. When was the last time United used a small player? I mean, even Juan Mata, we didn't use him properly, did we? I think there's a future for Palestri. That's what I'm trying to say, but I don't think it's going to be at Man United. Terrible. I think Uruguay have lost their way a little bit here in the last 5 minutes. A big shout out to OneFootball, by the way, who sponsor our stats carousel, which goes round with all the teams. You can see Bruno got the goal there. It's on his shoulder. There's Bruno with the goal. I forgot about our stats carousel, actually, who they gave the ball to. Loads of subs there with the red arrows, yellow cards and everything. And the stats will be coming round in a minute. And the group stage group as it stands. Here's Uruguay on the attack. You can download OneFootball for free through the QR code in the top right hand corner or through the link in the description. Get all your latest breaking football news, transfer news and stats with the OneFootball app for free. Download it today. Portugal are on the attack. This could be it. Harry O'Kane says, you say Carragher was wrong saying Martinez is small. What are you talking about? Oh, Bruno Meggs wants a handball. Another shot, another block. I think it was a handball. I don't know why they didn't give it. Hi Mark, rumours Juventus is going to be up for sale, says Connor. Oh my God, not another. Everyone's trying to get for sale, aren't they? Because they're seeing all the interest in Manchester United and Liverpool and they're like, shit, we could make billions. I mean, Juventus would be a difficult one, wouldn't they? Because you're buying in Serie A. No penalty given. We don't. This is the thing about this World Cup. You don't get the replays. If we were in the Premier League, we'd have had 3 replays on that handball now. And I think FIFA have got the licence for all the coverage, haven't they? They just don't show you any contentious issues. Oh, is he going to look at the handball? He's going to look at the handball. He's going to look at the handball. Penalty to Portugal. If he's gonna look at it, he's gonna give it. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not a penalty for me. No. He can't give that. It's a natural hand position. You've got to put your hand down. He's gonna give that, isn't he? I don't know how that can be a penalty, really. His hand's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? I mean, I don't know. Look, I'm not saying it's not a penalty. I'm not saying it is a penalty. I don't think there's any consistency in the rule anyway. But what you can't dispute is that what is he supposed to do? It's his backhand supporting himself. So I don't get it. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Ronaldo is going to demand to get back on the pitch to take the penalty, says Shan. Should we do a poll on whether it's a penalty or not? Penalty. Yes or no, get in the chat. And that's not natural fall if he saw the ball going through his legs and still put his hand in between his legs. Mate, he did not. What do you think he's done? Seen the ball go through his legs and shoved his hand through? His hand's way back like that. It's a natural fall, mate. I think it is a handball, but not in the way that we think a handball is. I would give a handball for that because it's hit his hand. But the rules they've got is it's not a handball if it's a natural hand position. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know anymore because I think the rule is just fucking inconsistent. And, you know, I think in the Premier League they wouldn't give a penalty for that because they'd say his hand's in a natural position. But then you do get it. This is what I mean. It's so subjective. If you say yes, you're right. If you say no, you're right. I can't really give my opinion on it. All I can say is, where's he supposed to put his hand? I don't know. Bruno scores anyway, 2-0. And Portugal are going to win and Portugal are going to avoid Brazil in the round of 16. It does hit his hand, but come on, he has to support his body going down. That's natural. They need to start taking that into account. They normally do, Regine. They normally do. It all boils down to the last game, Uruguay versus Ghana. It feels nostalgic like that quarter-final in 2010, and that's why we love football, says Nigel. Unless, and we will go to the group stage now, unless Portugal lose to Korea. And then maybe Korea go through. Because Portugal can't be caught. Really. Well, they could be caught by Ghana. Well, yeah, Portugal won't give up against Korea because they don't want to finish second, and Ghana could finish first still. So, yeah, it just depends, doesn't it? Korea could beat Portugal, and then in which case Uruguay, Ghana. Well, Ghana beat Uruguay, and they're through, aren't they? Either way, I think it's going to be quite interesting. I am very surprised we haven't had a red card. Can I just say we've had 7,000 votes on the penalty and it's 50-50. So Jacob says Portugal are so underrated it's unreal. I don't think they're underrated, mate. I think they're like England. I think they've got fantastic talent and they don't play well. James says 100% a penalty. James, you might want to have a look at the chats. It's basically 50-50, so it can't be 100% a penalty. I'm sorry. I know you think it's 100% a penalty, but I don't know where you must have had your head buried in the sand for the last 10 years. How many penalties have we seen not given for that because it's hands in a natural position? So it can't be 100. You can think it's 100% a penalty, but you can't. It's not 100% penalty by the rules because week in, week out, game in, game out, that doesn't get given. And we get told it's because his hand is in a natural position. So, and if you don't, a natural position means that your hand is naturally close to you or it's supporting you when you go down. I mean, wasn't there one in the Premier League quite recently where literally their hand was there supporting them and it hit it and it was no penalty? So I think it should be a penalty because I think if it hits you, I think the best rule is if it hits your hand in the box, deliberate or not, it's a penalty. And then you're going to get some unlucky ones, but at least we know the rule is 100% if it hits your hand, it's a penalty. It's the subjectiveness that pisses people off. Avenged in Rage says he's through on goal if it doesn't hit his hand. I don't think that comes into it, mate. You're making up a new rule there. I don't think the rule book says it's not a handball if it hits your hand in a natural position unless you're through one-on-one. I don't think that's in the rules. Does accidental have no bearing these days, says Kenneth? Well, it used to. They might have changed it. Matthew says, commentators said it was a penalty because the hand wasn't on the ground, that it blocked a pass. They don't know what they're on about, Matthew. That's not there. That's not in the rule book either. It's not like if your hand's in a natural position but it's not supporting you on the ground, it's a handball. The rule book is if your hand's in a natural position, it won't be a handball. And I think his hand is in a natural position. The rule that it can't be given as a handball if it hits your supporting hand when falling over was removed. So now it's up to refs who don't know what they're doing, says Dusk. And I think you've hit the nail on the head there. You know, I think it's just way too subjective. And I think people are looking at it and going, oh, I think I should give one, or no, I shouldn't. I don't think in the Prem they'd give it, which doesn't mean it was right. Portugal drew 3 games in the Euros group stage, end up winning the tournament. That's Portugal for you, says Colin. So Portugal look like they're going to top the group, which would mean they will play second place in Brazil's group. So they'll probably get Switzerland or Serbia. Because I think Cameroon are going to lose to Brazil, aren't they? So they'll be out. You might as well tie players' hands behind their back. Oh, Bruno nearly got another one there. You might as well tie players' hands behind their back, says Tom. Ziggy says you don't know the rules. No, Ziggy, you just want to be right. Let's be honest. My 2 cents worth, that's a penalty. If not, then defenders will just throw themselves to the ground knowing they will never give it, they will never get it given. Too subjective though. Hey, I don't disagree with you, but it's too subjective. One of those penalties where I don't think it's a penalty if I'm supporting the defending team, but I do if it's an attacker. I agree with you on that, Brennan. And if that was against England tomorrow, I'd say it was a penalty. If it was Maguire defending, I'd say it's a joke. Prem this, prem that. This is Paolo. All right. People get really... You lot are as bad as saying the World Cup's been a bit boring on Twitter. You get so fucking angry. Just chill out. It's 2-0. We've got no control. We're just having a chat. It's a community. We're just having a chat and a debate. Chill out. Stop getting so bloody angry about it. I couldn't give a shit. Bruno scored it. I'm just saying that the officiating is so hard, isn't it? It's so hard for the football fan to understand because it's just so inconsistent. I'm calling it night. Please keep me updated on the Ivory Coast issue, says Ayanda. Cheers, pal. I still think Ronaldo gets man of the match. 9 minutes added on. I think we're about to go. It's the holiday season. Bruno's having a good World Cup. Do you think Portugal could win the World Cup? I wouldn't rule Portugal out. They've got some good players. I think that they'd get done. I think if Brazil or France or Spain played well against them, they'd get done over. But that doesn't always happen, does it? You know, Portugal could knock France out if France weren't having a good game. So, yeah, I think that they could do. Jonathan says, well, United players are doing well this World Cup. They are. Wan says, I think it could be a penalty as long as your hands interfere intentionally or non-intentionally, says Wan. Game's up. It's finished 2-0 to Portugal. And Lesnide says, great watch-alongs today. Thanks to the presenters, mods and chat. Been brilliant. See you tomorrow. Peace to all and out, says Lesnide. Thank you very much, pal. Yeah, we've had, unfortunately, I've had the shittest games, 2-1 nils. But on paper, I thought they were the better games. Brazil, Switzerland and Portugal, Uruguay. Oh, sorry, 2-0. I've had a 2-0 there. You know what? I think Uruguay were a bit unlucky. You think about the chance that Bentancur had. You think about the chance that Luis Suarez had. They could have got a draw on another day. And they end up losing 2-0. That's the way football goes, isn't it? Regardless of the penalty decision, I don't think they were doing enough in the last 10 minutes to equalise. And Portugal have done enough to win that. 6 points for Portugal. The main thing for them is to avoid playing Brazil, because obviously second place in their group is going to play Brazil. So good for Portugal to avoid Brazil. Got a good, reasonable chance now of finishing top of the group and then moving into the quarterfinals. You'd fancy Portugal against Switzerland or Serbia. So looking good for Portugal. Quarterfinals and then see where they go. Chuck says Bruno stole Ronaldo's goal and took his penalty. Ronaldo will still get man of the match. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's not forget the first two games of the day. 3-3 between Serbia and Cameroon, and then Ghana beating South Korea 3-2. So we've had a couple of really high-scoring games and then a couple of quite tight games. But Portugal looking good. Always a team that you think are capable of being knocked out in the group stage, but they're also a team that you can see go into the final. So Portugal doing well. I don't think Portugal have got the right mix. You look at their team in the first half and you look at the team in the second half, and yeah, it's easier when a team's trying to attack you, but yeah, Portugal just need to be a little bit more expansive, don't they? A little bit of fluidity. Bruno's got 2 goals and assists, says Rids. Thank you very much. And Ronaldo made great balls today. We've got a video just going up on the United Stand now about Ten Hag's dream transfer window. Check that out. It's on the United Stand now. And we're back tomorrow, but not at 10 o'clock and not at 1 o'clock. We'll be back for 3 o'clock kickoffs and 7 o'clock kickoffs from now on. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Remember the Thames, it's the last day of 4 kickoffs at 10, 1, 4 and 7. We move to a new time of 3 o'clock tomorrow, and we retain the 7 o'clock kickoff. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Lots of football to come still in this World Cup. And you know what? It's been a good day for the World Cup. Let's hope that that can continue now and we can properly move away from these 0-0s. Thanks for watching.